Started.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. For your information, this event is being recorded. If you don't want to be seen or heard in the recording, please switch off your camera and microphone. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat so we can answer them after the presentation. All right, I will give the introduction. So much to do and so little time. We all have experienced this struggle in our professional, political, or family life before. Perfect time management is essential. It enables you to work smarter, not harder, so that you get more done in less time, even when time is tight and pressures are high. Time management helps you prioritize your tasks so that you ensure you have enough time available to complete every project. The quality of your work increases when you're not rushing to complete it ahead of a fast approaching deadline. Time is the key to success. Please welcome Lianna Meelker-Amirkhanyan, who will give you tips about how to manage your time effectively so that the right time is allocated to the right activity. Lianna, the stage is yours.
Thanks, Ben. And you are the first European who pronounced my second surname, my real surname, just exactly how it has to be pronounced. And
Thank you.
Teresa Zettel and thank Julio for this amazing group, for this amazing opportunity. Unfortunately, it's the middle of summer and French National Day. We don't have much participants, but what we are going to do is just covering some tips, passing through some tips how to manage the time. And in September, October, I promise to cover 3 lectures to train you and challenge you. I'm Lianna, and I'm training and coaching business English and Spanish languages. At the same time, I train time management. I train as a Russian language. And time management, I'm mostly training working moms, business people, and politicians sometimes who are in politics, people who are in politics. And I myself studied it a lot. I had mentors, but when I saw the result, it was when I myself applied those not only tips, but that mindset. And I have to be honest too that I had quite huge success. Hopefully soon I will be there where I'm going to be. That's what makes me to share a bit more experience here. I'm training weekly, monthly, and 3 months challenges, time management, but today we are doing a short one, only just like introduction, and you're welcome to join in my future trainings. And it's my pleasure to train in this group. This is an amazing group, amazing opportunity for both us who provide lectures and for all individual members. So every time when I have to start with time management training, all I say is value your time. If you don't value, the others will not value as well. Just don't give it this. It is like as if it's free. It's not free. It's just the most powerful force in the universe. Whatever we do, it can't be politics, business, whatever we do, we deal with time. We all have these 24 hours. But what's the difference between those successful people and those who just cannot succeed? It's just how we use these 24 hours. We're busy, or we're effective. Well, we noticed recently, I'm telling you because I did survey with my mentors as well, that we solved our effectiveness with a busyness. We changed it. Busyness is a laziness. When we are busy, we keeping going. That doesn't make us effective. The most important, how effectively we have to use these 24 hours. That requires minimum 90 days to any person psychologically, biologically, mentally to adapt to those new life version which you adapt to yourself. That's the mindset. That's not a physics or a mathematics that you have to sit, learn, and request too much knowledge to do it. No, it is just a mindset. The only thing you have to do is just to want it. Just to want it. There is no time management actually, because we can't stop the time, we can't make it further, we can't make it back. That's something which is going on, and we can't take it back even with the most expensive watch in the world. All we can do, we just can only manage ourselves, our actions, our activities, and be effective 80% and be busy 20%. That really exists. That really exists, but you have to keep constantly trying to do that. What I would like to do, I will just provide you some tips, but you have to apply them. And when we meet in September, I would personally ask you if you have seen any changes in your life. First thing, Ben, if you can go to the slide. Next slide, please. Yeah. What we have to do, we have to set a goal. You know, when you meet people who have exactly written goals, believe me, their bank account is quite other than those who just do not have anywhere written any goals. That really exist. Remember and make a note that you have to exactly have the right vision and the right goal, but your goal has to be so clear, so achievable for you. But the most important here, you have to create a system. Without the system, goal is nothing. If a Olympic champion got the golden medal, he doesn't stop there, or she doesn't stop there because that was the goal. But they continue further. Why? Because they have a system. They continue working on their system. You have to review your goal constantly, but you have to put a system, which takes another course, how to write a system for each particular tasks and how to follow it. But in general, I will tell you that it's just a game plan. You make a game, you make the plan, and you have to put it everywhere. In your working room, in your office, in your even kitchen, I don't know, wherever you are most of the time, but you have to review step by step, what did you do and where you are. When you have the system, that makes you come closer to your goal, because knowing your ambitions, maximizing your productivity, and your ambitions is not only the goal, but to keep it. To catch the goal is not enough. You have to keep it. For that, you need a system. Focus on your system, and I will talk about it further, a little bit more details. It has so much details, but in one lecture I can't cover it because you have to write down tasks, you have to write down things, but you have my email. Please, you can write your particular case and I will help you to write the system, how to make it work professionally. But when you complete one goal, what keeps you staying motivated? You have to award yourself. What you like in your life, to do what you want to do, but it has nothing to do with your task, with your goal. Just do that thing. It can be watching Formula One, it can be watching football, it can be, which you enjoy. You have to award yourself, you have to love yourself, you have to appreciate yourself and put yourself first. Otherwise, you will not catch your goal. This is crucial for time management. You have a goal, you have a vision, you have a system, you know how to get there. Then you're more effective. But just doing, you're never there. You never manage your time. Then if you can go just further for the second one, these are so much, I just compressed all the tasks, all the points. Each point is one lecture, but I repeat again that I have to do my best to make it as short as possible. If you have questions during my speech, you can write down, I can manage the task chat. Prioritize your task. It's just not only words, but this is crucial. You have to discriminate between urgent issues and the secondary issues. This is so huge because we think that this is important, this is important, this is important, but at the end of the day, we spend most of the time on the minor tasks while leaving the majors uncompleted or incomplete. There are many tips to do this, but I had here a very short option how you can do it just as a beginner, if you're a beginner. I always say that your head is a weapon, so you have to keep it loaded. You have to fill your day with the tasks which brings you closer to your goal. And there you have to see which is important, which is secondary. Like, it was football match. It is crucial to watch the final, but that is not important. That's secondary. If you had something major to do, if you had a conference next day, first you have to prepare a conference, then watch that football. For example, that's just simple task. But in a business plans, when I'm working with my clients, we are always separating the important with the secondary one. Important task with a secondary task in a marketing plan, in a buying businesses, in a selling businesses. It's my work. I buy and sell businesses. How I can manage and succeed? First of all, the main task is to discriminate between important and secondary. But in your just daily work, you can first do 4 lists for yourself, where you put in the first one important and not urgent tasks that have to be done right away. Someone write you, text you, it takes 1 second answer, just do it. That's not urgent, but just important. Just do it and finish it. Don't procrastinate. Second list, you have to do a list of your tasks which are important but not urgent. First one was the urgent one because someone waits for your answer. And second one is not urgent, but it's important, and it is can be task like you can do after you completed your important urgent one. It can be answering email. It can be like sending a post that is important but not urgent. But first do your important. But you have to write them down. You have to make a list. Every day you have to have these 4 points. That's helping. That's not too much to do. First people think, oh, when we do all the stuff, that takes a lot of time. Once you do it, it goes on and on. Believe me, I'll tell you from my experience. That's the way I'm managing 2 children, 24-hour full-time mother, a business, and I'm in a politics doing quite well, and trainings, and I'm managing to enjoy my life. I tell you the truth, within 3 years, being a foreigner in the Netherlands, without work, without house, without job, making documents to stay here my own, I managed quite a lot. If I were here, all those things I managed to accomplish could be in my business or somewhere, I would be much more successful from now on. But I had to wait 2 years to make documents to get to your level. I mentioned because you're born in Europe, in a foreign environment, without family, without the language. That was huge. But within 3 years, I managed because I was in the middle of nowhere, and I took these courses and I applied it and I succeeded it. Believe me. And my mentors are so successful people. I might need 10 years to get to them, but they're using this constantly. And the third list has to be urgent but not important tasks. There are tasks during the day that are urgent, but they are not important. Just do them. They can be done right away after you're done with tasks which are urgent, but they are tasks which have no lasting values, but you have to do it in order they don't disturb you anymore. What cuts our focus? The tasks which are disturbing us. These are the tasks which are urgent but not important, but you have to do them. And in a 4 list, you have to put not important and not urgent tasks. These are tasks that you just want to do. You can have pleasure from that. It can be just even not related with your goals, but you have to do them too, because life is consists of what we have to do and what we want to do. Things that you do, what you want to do, makes more space for those things which you have to do. You can't do only, I have to do, Well, and the second one, you have to differ the majors from the minors. Your meetings, chats, telephone calls has to be the first one and arranged and discriminated between the minors. Don't major in minor tasks. Don't major in minor things. Write it down and remember it for all. Don't major in minor things. That's huge. People who don't manage mostly and do not have success are people who major their minor tasks. And it's 90% of minor tasks during the people that they don't notice. They do those minor things during the day and it sucks your time and makes you tired and you don't notice it. Make an agenda before you make the call, for example. When I have to have a call, I make an agenda, I make the time for calling, I arrange the call, I prepare all the materials which I need for the call. Then when I have the call, it's not unexpected call. I'm not searching any information during my call. I have it all and I'm passing it through. I don't have to call back. Just imagine when someone calls you, it is important and you answer and then you have another task to do and you're in the middle of something and you need information, you're searching it. That's never going to make you success. Prepare in advance. And what is minor tasks? Minor tasks can be, the task that you can even delegate to others to do, that you focus on the major ones. Like for example, this group. Ben is doing his tasks, Teresa doing her part, Guli does her part, and the speakers are doing their part. If one of you takes all as one person to manage all, that will never make success this group. The same in a business, the same in the marketing. I run my business alone, but I have my web designer and I have my a financial specialist. If I do them, I will never manage and I will never succeed. But it's just the one person business, a small business. But those minor tasks which I can't manage, I give it to them, though I pay more and I earn less, but that doesn't matter. Then I do the majors better. And in future, it brings me more. So during the day, I manage 3 major tasks and maybe no minors. But if I do only minors, I will manage 90 minors and none of those majors will be done. But those minors will not keep my business, will not keep my family. In each case is specific, depending on what you are doing, what you're busy with, then you can tell me and I really can help you to see what's your problem, where is your minor task, where is your major task. That's a huge 3-lecture lesson that I'm training. Yeah, I have from Helder procrastination. I promise Helder in September we do 1 lecture about this procrastination and mourning, but I will talk about that today. That's a technique. I had a student who could overcome it within a month. I myself overcame it within 3 months. That's not long, believe me, but I was procrastinating. There are 2 things, procrastination and have the things unfinished. You start and you never finish because you don't know why you started. These are 2 killers of time management, of success, of anything, career, anything. Procrastination brings you at the end the feeling of regret. But we will talk about it. In ITV, prioritize software components using MOSCOW, must have, should have, could have, and won't have. It's something similar in prioritizing tasks in business time management. I'm not a specialist in IT, but in marketing, for example, it's closer to that. It's not a banking. We prioritize, you have to prioritize. It is like what depends on what. You have to prioritize. Well, even when we are cooking, we are prioritizing. First, we have to fry the onion, then we put the rest, yes? First thing first. In everything, we have to prioritize. When we wake up in the morning, we drink coffee, we have shower, we don't go cafe, we go to work because we prioritize main important tasks in sec. But what helps in prioritizing, you have to put it in a paper. Take out from your head and put it in a paper. Why it is important? While you accomplish 1 task, you are you are looking back, you're reviewing what you have done, then you keep your motivation and then you keep on track. Once you lose the track, once you lose your control, the work starts to run you and you don't run your work anymore. The same is with your day. You lose your focus, the day runs you. But isn't it better that you run the day? Because time is two sides weapon. It can work against you, can work for you. It's up to you what to choose. In a software, I don't know which is more important here in hardware or software. I'm not in IT, it's the field that I'm zero, but I like this must have, should have, could have, won't have. Yes, must is the paramount importance. It is electricity. Should have is our internet. Could have is like Google, which has everything, and won't have is like Wikipedia, which knows everything. None of them will work if you don't have electricity, if you don't have the must. Hello, Mate. What makes us do things? What makes you eat? The need, yes? A need is born from must. So need and must. If you need something, then you must do. So must is the first priority. Thanks for a nice question. And I'm going to record this because I like it. And you will see in my future lectures this part because I like it very much. Must have, should have, could have, won't have. That's what I like about my trainings. I always learn from the people who I am training. I learn a lot from them. Yeah, in a PowerPoint, you see only just titles, but you can write, each of them has lectures, and I don't mind to give it to you, even via email, or even if you wait in September. That's not a problem. Ben, can you go to the next PowerPoint? I'm also cutting out a little bit my speech, keeping it, saving it for you for September to train you. But please, each of you, can you write? If you, I would like to see, Sumaya, Helder, Teresa, if you're there, Ben, and Mate, do you really prioritize every day your tasks? Sumaya, yes. Yeah, I see, Sumaya, you are quite organized person. And when you write, why I'm asking you to write? Because this helps you. Once you write, you realize. Not every day, but in terms of weeks, months. So this is, can you imagine you eat one day and sometimes you don't eat, then you eat another day? It's the same. You have to keep it, keep the track constantly. Who are getting Olympic in the Olympic Championship? Who are getting gold medal? Who are training every day, even in Christmas days? Why I love Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, because his trainer tells that we start training 9 o'clock, and whenever we go, Ronaldo is there. He went there 8:30, he was there. The trainer went there 7 o'clock, Ronaldo was there. Trainer went there 6:30, Ronaldo was there. And he did it every single day. And look, where is he? And we don't know his teammates' names, who are there only 9 o'clock and sometimes missed it. You have to do it every single day, 90 days. Why I tell 90 days? The 1 week when you are trying hard, then it becomes a little bit easier for you. After 26 days, when you keep doing these things, it includes everything. I will go further to talk about waking up early, discipline, self-discipline. Everything needs 26 days that the person makes it habit, even sleeping hours, even diet, even anything you want to do 26 days. I talked to a doctor too about this. 26 days, that becomes habit. But when you do it already 90 days, it is you. But before 26 is difficult. You have to have so much willpower to get it. And everyone can find their motivation somehow. You can put on, I have everywhere European Union flag. And I got my European document. I came to Europe. I got my European documents, and I became an ALDE. I became a delegate. That was huge for me. It took 5 years for me to get here, to get to work permit, and to get all that stuff, because I did not migrate as migrant, but I did via internship with education, and it takes double effort than just migrants coming here. But I had everywhere that European Union flag. Even my telephone, my house bell is European Union anthem. That's my motivation. That kept me motivated. The 26 days you keep motivated. After that, it's easy. But you have to keep it 26 days, remember. After that, you have 90 days. And what I would advise you to read, you can read this book. It has nothing to do with politics. But here also it is teaching how you really can train 90 days challenge. But this starts from 26 days. It's a Think, Grow, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. There is also a film about it. Soon you will have my book also in a Kindle version, how to manage your time, how to boom your time, and how to make a success. Well, I'm working in a customer service, and I have to react, and sometimes I cannot plan because I need to expand the time with urgent tasks instead of important ones. Yeah, of course, you have to prioritize your urgent tasks, and you cannot plan every day. And I'm going to talk about it further, not to have to-do list. That doesn't work. Hilda, what you can do, you have to say most of time no. You have to dare to tell no to your colleagues who are coming every time to you with other tasks which is not yours. And to any other things. You have to tell also no to things you want. You have to tell no to things which is not important right now, or ask them to do it later, because right now you have tasks to do. The more direct you are, the better. I understand you are from Spain, and Spanish people are more like, when you ask them, they will not tell you directly no. They will do. In Spain, I ask direction, they even walk with me till there. But Dutch people can tell you directly, no, I'm busy now. I do it later, for example. But that helps. You have to become like that. I don't tell people learn to say no. I say dare to say no. That is a key. Dare to say no. But what you can do in your case, if you're in a customer service, you have to understand that every task you get, these are urgent, because your customer service, you have to provide them. But after work, how you can arrange your day, and before how you can arrange, I will talk further. I have a very good tip for you, how to be more alert at work if you are in a customer service. When I started my business, it will be launched soon. It is in start, but I'm gathering team. First, I had to do all, even customer service tasks, In Christmas, in New Year, I had my laptop with me. And so I had to tell no to any celebrations. But now it is built, only it has to go further. And I don't do anymore the customer service, but this is huge. This is sucking your time, really. Well, I want to go further. Don't here. Well, I want to advise you here that you don't have to mistake the process with the result. You are in a process going on, but you don't see the difference between result and process. Just differentiate them. What makes the result? Focus on that, not on the process. When you play, just play. Don't be at work when you play, like golf you're playing. When you're at work, don't play. When you eat breakfast, don't work, because you have to be in a breakfast. Because when you eat and you have breakfast and you have work here, then at work you are in a breakfast because you didn't enjoy your breakfast. So if you have children, when you have breakfast with them, be with them. When you're at the beach, be at the beach. Don't be in a phone. You have to enjoy your beach, because when you're work, then you are at work. Work is more serious. But when at the beach, you are with the work. Believe me, when you're at work, you are at the beach, because you are constantly disturbed with your family, which is not satisfied with you. Can you imagine you drive to work, and if all drivers are in their head at work, what will happen? Car crash, mess. You have to focus on driving. When you're at work, only work. But when you're at home, be home. When you eat, just eat. That's really helping. Before I was thinking I have to work even when I am eating, but that doesn't help. That impacts on your work worse. That has a negative impact at your work. That's why, Helder, when you're in a customer service, don't do other things, just work, do your important tasks, and tell more no to the tasks which even your manager gives you, but that's not urgent at that moment. You can say, I will do that as soon as I finish this one. You have to learn it to do it. And can you go to the other slide, Ben? Here I also a little bit cut out, but it's okay. Here I talk about this, that you have to make an agenda before you make a call, for example, yes? Make the agenda of your meetings, make the agenda of your calls, make the agenda, don't make to-do list. I will talk about it later. Once you have the agenda, for example, every morning I have 3-4 calls to make, and in the evenings, I make agenda. I have this time for this call, and I prepare all possible. If I call my house doctor, I prepare my medicine name even. Then I'm doing fast. But there are cases I was not prepared. That took me so much. I didn't succeed. I didn't get an appointment with the doctor, and I didn't get my arrangement for my business meeting. And can we go on another one, because I talked about this slide already? So this is what I talk about, delegate. You really have to delegate. When the people say, okay, we start a business, but we don't have money to pay, so we have to do all ourselves. Okay, well, at the beginning you can do, but once you earn some money, once you find that investment, just please invest it, delegate the tasks. Delegate to those who are better in the other tasks and trust on them. For example, if I wanted to write article for the blog for this group, I would never be involved in the blog activities, because I know how Ben is professional in it, how Emmanuel is professional in it, how Teresa is managing all that stuff. All I have to do is just write the article. Even if I am a member of your team now, I don't interfere in those. If I were the boss of that blog, I wouldn't interfere as well. I have now things to do in my business, and I trust all on my web designer. He's also doing the copywriting and everything. He checked all my copywriting. I don't tell anything. I trust on him because I see his result, but I delegate. I paid him my last month all earned money, but now I know that it will raise, and it makes me more space to focus on the business. And I found clients, if I were only busy with those things which he did, I would never have these new clients, and I'm very happy because these are my first 2 clients in this new business. You have to delegate minor tasks, which I told you. Things that you're not good at, delegate it and trust on people who are doing it. You have to focus on the major tasks and on the main and important tasks, which will maximize your uptime. Maximize uptime is the things that when you discriminate between urgent and secondary issues, we talked about it. Don't think you can do all yourself. If you're starting a business, you can, as I mentioned, do at the beginning, but when it scales up, please delegate. Maybe delegating the outcome is not the desired one, what you want, but it gives you the tasks done at least, and your focus and maintained on your major tasks. It is a little bit more how to delegate. Even I have lessons how you have to write the delegation report. These are small memos. I will give you that to you too, but not in this lesson. It's too short time to give you that. Delegation has also its rules, how you have to delegate, how you have to write those short memos, how you have to write within a companies, and how you have to write to the people who are just contacting you and asking their service. These are all different type of delegation lectures. True with the delegating. Yes, Teresa knows it because you are all delegating to each other, Teresa, and your group success is a sound example. Within 2 months, you are doing better than all the main group, and it is in the recording, and I want everyone to listen. All the main group is an amazing group, but there are less activities there and strange rules, and which doesn't always work well. It works one-sided, biased. But your success shows that you delegate to each other so perfectly. If you don't trust your coworkers, then it will be hard to delegate. You need to have a team spirit first. Perfect. And when you are just the head of the task and you have people to do it, you really have to delegate, but you have to follow up. And work is work. You don't have to put your emotions there. If something is wrong, you have to be hard. You have to be but you have to be team player. You have to, you really have to be team player. But delegate, you trust, but shut out your emotions. For example, with delegates work, Teresa and Minanders had a group where we were writing officially each other. It is work, it's work which we don't like. We told each other officially. At the same time, we could talk in other chat, family issues, sending each other even kisses and everything. But none of them was in our emails or in our work, because that's work. Don't put your emotions there. I was just really messing up with all WebEx links, and Teresa really made me suffer with that. But that was true. Now I'm more careful with those links. That's the way it is. That's work. Work is serious. Be serious to work. There's nothing personal and no emotions in work. Thank you, Teresa. You too. Maybe an opportunity for a team building training. Yeah. How to build a team, how to delegate. Then I will support you with giving you tips how you have to write each other the tasks within a company, within a group. Those are memorandums, longer one, within a company, memos. These are very interesting and very fast to learn. You need 2-3 days to learn it just. Okay, can we go to the other one, because I have to cut here too. This is crucial. So, saying no to multitasking. There are people who just think they can multitask. This is my longest lecture when I'm training working mothers. Sometimes we have children in our hands and working at the same time, cooking. That is the most ineffective things that you can ever do. Why? Because while you're multitasking, what you have? I'm sure everyone is multitasking sometimes. You can bench tasks together. What Elon Musk says, while I'm with my children, I'm answering my emails, because Elon Musk's works in emails. All his tasks are going via emails. He's the fastest in that. I observed those successful people the last 5 years, every step they do. And it is benching of tasks. Yeah, while I'm cooking, I can do something else and feed my child. That's not multitasking. That's benching similar type of tasks. But multitasking is while I'm just doing my presentations, answering my phone and looking Facebook and talking to someone. That's multitasking. Or when sometimes I'm looking at my computer, I have 43 browsers open and then none of them works and I complete none of them. That's multitasking. That's killing your time management. That's killing your time. That's killing your efficiency. That's killing your energy. While you're multitasking, you're not effective, and consequently your task is not completely. And even one of them is completed, it's not the quality you could have. It worked only on that specific task. Second, it doesn't save your time, never. You have several things undone, and consequently, the rest will be completed, and at the end of the day, or you will have several undone tasks that you have to complete tomorrow and then the day after tomorrow, and you are losing your control completely. And while you're multitasking, that makes you slow down. Why? Write it down. This is also medical part of biological part. while you are switching off from one task to the other one, you need every time 2 minutes to focus on the task, this one. Like if I do now this and go PowerPoint and then come here, we don't realize that it takes 2 minutes to come back to the task. And when they are huge tasks, you do 10 minutes here and 10 minutes that, then you need 17 minutes to come back to these tasks. And that makes your brain very tired. Have you ever tried to see how tired you are after you're scrolling this Facebook? Because they are all different posts, different. You are switching off from one to another. You don't realize, but that makes you so tired. All the news or the Instagram. The same is multitasking. Every time you switch on and off, you lose your control and your brain is tired. Why people do not manage their time? Because they get tired. You have to follow how to stay healthy, how to stay focused, how to not to be tired, then you will be effective. That is the key and the base of 80% effectiveness. Not only you have to do this, you're effective. No, this comes from here. And when you multitask, your attention is divided between 2 or more tasks. Instead of focusing on one task and complete this as soon as possible, with the quality you desire to receive. And multitasking can take away all your ability to think creatively, because whatever we do today is requesting more creativity than before internet. When we make some post, we need creativity, what kind of even emoji to put there. But multitasking takes away your creativity. That is already approved by biologists and psychologists. That's not what I am thinking and telling you. Because multitasking, you can write it down, takes a lot of your temporary brain storage. Temporary brain storage is the brain storage that you have for your each task. We have brain storage, and for today I have temporary for this specific task. And if I spend it on different tasks, it is taken away. So be careful while you're multitasking. You have to be really very careful, and you have to make a right choice. And yeah, while you are answering here in this email and answering on the chat, it takes 2-3 minutes to focus there and to focus there, and you're making mistakes. Next one. Can we go to that one? Start with most small steps. Start from your own habits. This is what I call 30-day trainings. But if you read at least this book, this can fill 10% of your the 30 days training. This will fill it out. I post even today some post in my Facebook that just start from tomorrow, because today is already ending, but never say, I will start from the 1st of the month, from Monday. No, start now. There is never time right. The right time is now. There is never right time. Don't wait. Start now. Tomorrow, start to change your habits if you have bad ones. Small. When you go to gym to lose 30 kilos, you cannot do it in one day. You need to go, but constantly. Once you stop and start, that is worse. You have to do constant, but small, partly like child is growing. Just every day, if you want, you can find the time. Every day, read 1 hour, whatever it is, whatever brings you closer to your, whatever brings closer to your accomplishing your goals. Every day, read some book. If you need advice, I can tell you books that 1 year is more than enough for you to read those books. Every day, read the book 1 hour, just 1 hour. Whatever it takes, read it. Warren Buffett is 90 years old, billionaire. Every day, read till now 100 pages. That develops you. That is helping you to manage your time management. Every day, change your habits 1%. 1%. And every day, invest in yourself 1%. Because all we can do is habits. How everything we do, we deal with the time. And what's help to use what I'm telling you, all of those things, it all related with one thing, which is called habit. We talk about the habits further. Because you don't raise on the level of your goals, as this is the continuation of the other. I just tried to cut out what I told about you about goals. It's a system. How you can follow the system? It's with your habit. What kind of habits you have, the way you follow your system. If you're lazy, if you love sleeping, you can never follow your system. You're only focused on your goal. I want to have this. I want to have this Range Rover. That's my goal. That goal will stay only a dream. That will never come true. Because you don't raise on the level of your goal, but you fall on the level of your system. So this is called Plateau Latent Potential. That is a huge lecture also I will give you. What is that? When I meet you in September, you will say, Lianna, we tried to change the habits and follow our timing better to be more successful every day 1%, but it didn't help. You know, when you want to cut the hammer, the metal, you do it 10 times and it is not broke. You're giving up. But do it 30 times and it is not there, but the 31 will break it. The same is habit. You cannot only develop your good habits, you have to also every day 1% break your bad habits. And it takes a hard time. Every time, imagine that metal that you have to hammer and cut it. Just imagine that. 30 times you did, it doesn't work. 31st worked. When you want to melt the ice, 28 degrees doesn't do. 30 doesn't do. Okay, it doesn't do. 31, boom, it's melted. The same is the habit. It is called Plateau of Latent Potential. You have to remember this example of the metal, and it will help you. Every day, 1%, step by step. Don't make big steps. You will become millionaire overnight. That's just a lie. Don't believe those things, please. It's like, I believe I can fly. No, you will die. You have to just think that it takes hard work. Don't hope on your luck. Don't hope on that right time will come. Don't hope, okay, I don't change. One day I will change completely. One day I will lose 30 kilos. That can't be. This Plateau of Latent Potential, in September, when I give you a lecture, I will put tasks and I will put in Word document, except the PowerPoint that you have. That this is like a lecture that you have to learn for yourself. That's helpful. Just remember, write down now that you are going every day to change one habit. How you can do that? You make a list. Write down all your bad habits. Believe me, they are all alibis. I'm not having the right education. My parents didn't support me. I cannot sleep at night. That's why I sleep late and I wake up early. I was sick. I was not given good education, I was not born in the right country. These are all alibis. These are all alibis. Write down your bad habits. I have a whole book of my bad habits. Half of this book is my bad habits. I'm writing them down. That helps. You put the alarm and then you snooze it and sleep again, and snooze it and sleep again. That's a bad habit. You have to write it. And next to that list, you are writing what is right. It is, I snooze an alarm and I sleep again. Next to that, you're writing, I have to get up with my alarm. Whatever it takes. 1, 2, 3. Boom, you're right. You have to write like that. That's helping. That seems crazy. I forced my husband to do that, and it's really helped him. And I have an example for my, not everyone's succeeding, but 90% they succeed, That's really, I can bring an example. One of my students works in a Switzerland bank, and we talked about accept lessons, all kind of these things. And he did it. And boom, he has now his own business and he works in a higher bank. Within a year, he followed it. He was listening the recordings in a car while he was driving of all those lessons, from my mentors. It helps. And I can bring another example who is one of my inspirations. Is Dutch girl, 32 years old entrepreneur who became a millionaire from just being an office worker. He worked 80 hours per week constantly. And she really, she dared to say no. And she stayed only focused. And she told no to everything else, even the parties, even vacations. It really helped her constantly. If you see her first web page, you would think, oh my God, this business would never succeed. And now she became internationally. And yeah, well, now enjoying 60 hours per week work. That is for her pleasure. Sometimes I work also 80 hours per week. Elon Musk works 100 hours per week. It's not hard work, like Teresa also mentioned, but smart work. But nevertheless, it takes too much at the beginning. But that work, when the people say we work 80 hours, it's not only work, it's these things. They do their habits changing. It is also work. It is work. When I have to fill out this my agenda, I will show you. It takes time. This is very good planner, smart planner. You can buy it. The high performance planner. They are something like this called a smart planner. Here you're it takes a lot of time. It takes work. I'm writing everything what I'm working on, but it is helping. It is helping. It is work, but this helps you. Write down the high performance planner. This is amazing. And yeah, you have to follow those people who succeeded, not those who, say, oh, we didn't succeed. Don't do that. Someone did and didn't succeed. Don't follow them. Everyone is just doing first time. First is hard. Do step by step. Do everything one time, two time, small, and then you can get to that. Teresa wrote, I can't leave it, not yet. I think this the habits, maybe she means. Yeah, you can't break all your habits immediately. Every day, 1%. Don't overdose. 1% is enough. So, Maya, do you have bad habits? I wonder, because you seem perfection. And Helder, what about you? Do you recognize your own bad habits? And Ben, do you recognize your own bad habits? Yes, Omai, you try to do everything. And Mate, you are here too. Can you write, please? Obviously, perfectionist is a bad habit. Yeah, don't be perfectionist because you will not be successful. Yeah, things it's good when it's perfection, but completely perfectionist just cut you out from the world, from the other tasks, and from the success you want to get. Yes, sleeping late and working up early. That's not good, Ben. Waking up early is perfect. Teresa will kill me for that. And she always fights with me that because I'm a 4 o'clock waker and I always tell people wake up 4 a.m. And we will talk about that. I lost my track of the lecture because it's so nice for me to see your faces and just to talk, cut out some lectures and just put it in conversation. Perfectionism is a bad habit. Yes, that's also a habit. You have to think that not everything can be perfect. If something is perfect, the other things are very low down, and you don't live only with one thing. You need so many stuff to be happy, to be successful. Why I'm mentioning successful, because everyone wants to manage their time to be successful in their work, in their talent, in their hobby. I don't earn any euro in politics, but I spend most of my time there working volunteers in my local, or also for ALDE. But that's I'm not doing perfect, but that's something that makes me successful. Success is not only the bank account, but that's also not bad to have a bank account like telephone number. But anyway, you have to really keep motivated. Just don't follow me, guys, completely, because I will torture you. I'm just person who tortures everyone else. Non-stop be energetic and do success, like Teresa is doing with this group. So busy with others now, is having guest, but at the same time so actively in the group, doing with the band, with Guli, I just admire you guys. This is sound example. Within a month, create such a group. I have to repeat it every time because this is something that you see. And I don't want to talk only about Bill Gates type of successful people. Okay. And Helder wrote that he knows his bad habits. Helder, are you ready to change them? You have to every day 1% break a bad habit and 1% build a good habit. But that's also one of my lectures, which is 30-day challenge. When in September I give you one lesson, I will give you this challenge, but now I'm giving the challenge, and in September I will check you. You have to write it, all your bad habits, and then next to it, good one. And every day review it. Where are you? How many percent you grew? It takes 1% each day, and at the end of the year, just count 365 days. 365% you are already more. 365% you are more. 365 hours you read more than average. It makes you one book a week. Do you read one book a week? And if not, can you count how many books you are back for the whole year? That is helping hugely. You know how I invested in my first business? I put €1 saving every single day, 2 years, and that's €700. I paid my web page and I started it. I was doing it when I was just thinking one day I will start my business. €1 every day. The same you have to do 1% in your each every day. 1%. Every day you want to wake up earlier. If you are 8 o'clock wakers or 7, you have to wake up 5 minutes before 7 one week, and 1 week 10 minutes before 7 until it comes 6 or 5. Because if you are waking up after 6, success is not guaranteed and your time management is not guaranteed. That I guarantee you. I will tell you why. So Maya wrote that I use the same logic for saving money. Yeah, saving money and applying it. The same is saving time and applying, saving your habits and then applying it. Whatever I'm telling you, you have to apply those things. Otherwise, it will just stay on a paper or in this recording. That doesn't help. And it will be waste of time for you to sit in this evening while you could do some web program or something else, You just have to apply. And Ben wrote, yes, investing in stocks and putting in saving accounts starts with a few euros. Yeah, grows and grows bit by bit, and then you don't need to take a loan anymore. Yes, a woman started with €24 in Shopify. Now she's one of the millionaires and one of the best sellers in Shopify. Yeah, that also can help. And it's the same with the habit. It's all related with time management, what I'm talking about, because how you have to manage your time, you have to manage your actions, how you have to manage your actions, how you can manage your actions, managing your habits. Only good habits can effective habits makes your time effectively. Bad habits waste your time. Believe me, time is really a capital. Can you let someone to take away your capital, your bank account? No, just don't let them to take away your time. Better they take away my house and my, capital than my time. Because I can't take it back. I can build again. I can build a business again and gain money, but not time, believe me. Yeah, well, we will talk in September about Plateau of latent potential. This is which is happening to people who cannot break the bad habits and build the good ones because they give up, because they don't see the result. That's the same example of the hammering the metal. Remember it always. This is hopping. Can we go to the other one? Okay. Link your actions to your goals. Right now, while you are here, you're doing action. You are sitting here. This lecture has any alliance with your goals. You have some goals to accomplish, And you're doing now action. Your action is being in this lecture. Does it have any connection with your goal? Please write it down. So I'm drinking during my... Yes, definitely. Because you want to manage your time more. At the end, when I finish, you can make your microphone on and talk directly, which will take us less time. Well, anything you start to do in your life, I started to learn French because it's my dream, but and I see how busy I am, and then I see how it is related with my goal. Right now, it was not that much related because I need it for my future political career in the European Parliament. But now I stopped it because right now it didn't have any close relation to my goal. And last week I was reading a book which has no relation with any of my tasks, and I have 3 tasks unfinished. It's just bad habit. I just read it, that book. It was interesting, but it had nothing to do with my goal. So what you have to do in your head, you have to have already 10 papers, what I'm telling you, but just make some list. Differentiate your urgent tasks, or second one. In your second list, write down the important one and arrange your calls and meetings, not to-do list. I will tell you why. And the third list, where you have to do your actions. It's not every day, but once you do it, it can serve you for a month. What kind of actions you are doing and what are your goals? Guys, if you align them and if they match, you are there. If not, then welcome to the club of losers. Believe me, it will make the most successful person loser. Even the richest person, when start gambling, they are losing not only money, it's not only about money, they lose their reputation, they lose their motivation to work, they will lose their focus on work, they lose their contacts and network. They are losing a lot because the gambling has nothing to do with their business. When your actions do not align with your goals, don't do that. This is a dangerous animal for you. That's why when also, some fights, some debates, there are people that you're fighting, but they are the same. Just don't do that. Things that you can't control, just don't mess it up because you can't solve it. And focus on only actions which is related to your goals. Every one of us has different goals. That's why I can't write you have to do this, because our goals are different. And what you are doing here, for example, in this group, Ben, it definitely has a relation with your goal, I see, because you want to create a bigger group than individual members group, for example, I'm telling you, yeah? And what you're always doing. What I'm doing now, it is absolutely related to my goals because I want to train more people as possible. And I would prefer to train all my individual members, my colleagues, my teammates, than to earn €2 more of training some person who I will not meet in future and I don't know the result, It has really something because this builds my reputation, and yeah, and building reputation is closely related with time management. Why? Because once you build reputation, what is building reputation? To do what you promised. And I promised to do today the lecture. I have to do whatever it takes, It builds my reputation. Then I'm managing my time better. Why? Because in future I can have more trainings and, some of you can help me because you were in my trainings. I can ask Ben to do some internet stuff for me, or he can bring me even more students, all my students now, I don't make an announcement because they are all referees. Referees, it's already 5th year. They're all referees coming to me. No web page, no announcement in a Facebook, for example. This is because what I did at the beginning. There was no corona. I was doing also live for free for my friends, for my neighbors. And then it built up, then the referee. So what I'm doing is related to my goal, absolutely. And things that you are spending time doing, like for example, list in the list, what I mentioned here, the list where you write the goals you are aiming for can be position, money, luxury, whatever, yeah? And things that you are spending time doing, but you have to be alert, the things that's stealing your time. The queen of stealing time today is the social media, is the Facebook, is Instagram. They are stealing your time. When you are scrolling it just for interest, you're killing you. When you do it for your work, because you are making promotion, that's okay. But when you are in a Facebook, when you take your telephone every day, pay attention. Does it have relation with your goal or not? If not, have a power to switch it off. Just put aside. Don't do that. Don't do that. Try every day. Be honest with yourself. How many hours do you spend during the day on the social media? You can't answer me now because you don't know. But from tomorrow, in the morning you do it, write down 25 minutes. In the afternoon, in the evening, even it's 1 minute, write down. Add up this number at the end. You will be shocked from the number for the time you spend on it. Write it down and write down how much things you could do during that time. You could read a very important book. You could read an important report which would support your goal more than that. Everyone is doing it. Be honest with you and write it down. This is one of the tasks as well. At the end, in the chat, I will write you the tasks that you are going to do and check in September. Can we go to the other one? Ben, here I have to cut also. Block all the distractions. It is jeopardy. This is also a huge lecture, but I try to do as much as possible. Block out any distraction. What is distraction? In my telephone, all my notifications are out except the Messenger and Facebook because it was related with my ALDE Congress delegates, and it's related with some of my work. The rest, all are out. I don't have any notification. That is killing you. That is one version. That one option to just block a distraction. Second one, for example, when I have an important task to do, my family members are just aware who are calling me constantly. They know that until there is a fire, they will not disturb me. That's also, you have to do that. You have to tell no to your family members as well. Put your phone away. When you work in a computer, just close it, put it aside, whatever it is. But you have to do those things that I'm asking you to do. And in your calendar, you have to add all your arranged meetings, because every time you have to check where I have meetings, or in a Facebook message, I know it is telling your time and it is distraction. Once you have it in calendar, once you know it, close it aside and put out the notification, because that's real distraction. Distraction is today this small device, which is a monster. This is small device, but it's monster. Be careful with those devices. They use us. Be so strong to use them. Use it for your benefit. That's the difference between successful and unsuccessful people. We all have 24 hours. Those who are letting these devices steal our times will never have success. And those who do not, they really have success. Algorithms are perfected to keep us hooked on social media. Yeah. When I tell you about yourself, when you accomplish tasks, never forget to rest. Have 15 minutes coffee. For example, the best thing I can enjoy, except my children, is my coffee with milk, with my favorite cup, and just scrolling Facebook on Instagram. It is 10 minutes maximum I do. I work myself, and do it after the eating, because when you eat, your brain is sleeping 15 minutes. You are not able to do much. Then you spend that low point of your brain on those things, and it's really helping. Lock social media sites in your computer if you really cannot cut out yourself, and create workspace, which means only for work, completing the tasks. I wrote that you're competing, but it's completing the task that your brain associates with that space. Your desk has to be only with when it is mess, you don't realize, but it impacts on you. It impacts. When it is, you can see those successful people when they have interviewed their offices, this all perfection, all nice, with nice stuff. They do awards there, they do expensive stuff there because that motivates them. My husband has on his desk a Formula One cars because he's fan of Formula One, but it helps him and he plays golf. I put on his desk a golf awards that he won. Every time it, it associates you that you have to do more high level thing. That includes no mess. Clean up your desk, clean up everything, end your day before you sleep, and start your day when you ended your day. So you have to lock up social media and you have to take out the mess. That is distraction, that distracts you. Nowadays, we are working from home. People are waking up, going shower, and sitting with messy hair, with pajama or buff coat, and with mess or in the bed. In 1 year, they will see the effect, negative effect of that. I'm waking up 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. I'm already with my earrings, with my hair done, with my working clothes, and sitting in my desk, which I cleaned in the evening. And my planner is here and everything is here. I'm managing double than the days I had I had messy days as well. And I just couldn't manage. And that is really, there are people, they say we work better in a mess. No, that's a designers can do that. Artwork is. But when you're working here in a computer, when you do task, when you web page, just that is distraction. Believe me or not, it's not only social media. Mess is distraction. Clean up, create a work productive atmosphere. Put something which motivates you and work on that. Even you can put some music, which is workout music, which is just for working. When you go to gym, you have music, yeah? You have sport stuff only there. You have sport clothes. Why is that? You could do also with your pajama because that doesn't work. The same is when you have mess, that's distraction. People do not realize, but that's distraction. At least we will have a recording. You can watch back what you missed. Sorry, I lost the connection. Yeah, Helder lost the connection. So pity, because Helder is also very active participant from our 4 participants. Since people do not need time management, but believe me, you all need it. So count where we are now. I'm sorry, I have to cut out the lecture a little bit. So what you have to do, block any distraction, block out any distraction, put your phone away, turn off notification, add in your calendar, your meetings, download app that doesn't let you use your phone. There is such an app, and you might know it, Ben. Lock social media sites, and distraction can drag you into low productivity and frustration, and they make you tired. Just be honest with yourself. Write down every time how many extra hours you sleep, how many extra hours you spend on social media. What I'm telling you, you have to write it down. And count how many of those hours supported to complete your task. And yeah, while doing this, after 3 weeks, you will see the result. When you see the result, you will keep going again. But you don't have to stop one day, even 1 hour. Okay, I also ask you to learn how to dare to say no. Can we go to the other slide? Learn how to say no, dare to say no. Say no to procrastination. Helder asked about procrastination. Procrastination is a toxic, is a laziness. It's for a loser's mindset. It's just it's 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 the worst thing in your time management. You better use social media whole day scrolling down than do procrastination. It's the people who are only wishing but never do. What's different from 10 businesses? 1 is surviving always, startups. 9 are falling. That's because of procrastination. One business person is late for 5 minutes. The other one is 5 minutes earlier. The one who is 5 minutes earlier get a deal done. They sell the same products to the same hotel. One is 5 minutes earlier, they are doing the deal. Procrastination is a killer. I can bring you an example. My husband works for a financial company. He's associate, and he had to sell a 3 million costing business to the other company. And on Saturday, he made a deal. He found a buyer. But on Monday, he lost it because Sunday, the most prestigious real estate and business buying company in the Netherlands bought that company within a night. They were just several hours faster than the one my husband found, because the one my husband found Sunday, the director was not available. He was on a, I don't know where, in the weekend. This weekend, it's Sunday, it's normal. But look, that's why that company keeps being the first in the Netherlands, and they're keeping being the first in the Netherlands. The business which was sold was a very good deal. You earn 1 million every year from that. But look, who is the first? Because they didn't procrastinate. The one my husband found, the client, he procrastinated. He really procrastinated till Monday, and he lost the deal. He lost the deal. That's one of the sound examples. Okay. Say no to the last minute and not expected tasks, which doesn't support you to your goal. If I am going to do a lecture now and some tasks come, I would definitely say no. Even we have 3 participants or 4, I will do this because I promised to do this. And this is my task. This is my priority right now. And saying no, it doesn't mean only you have to say no to your colleagues, like I told Hilder, but you have to say no to things you want because you have more important tasks to do. Say no to multitasking, say no to procrastination, say no to I want, you have to do I must. And say no to others who are really taking your time. Time is not free, don't give it away. Anything can be, make a free web page for someone, someday it will be compensated, but don't give up your time. Don't give your time away for free. And every yes, when you tell to others yes, it is no to your own task. And every no, it is yes to your task. First, accomplish your task. Here is Ben. At least we will have Ben, Mate, Teresa, if you're listening, Somaya, Helder came back. Do you say yes easily to others? Yeah. Ben, first, if you're a so kind-hearted person, and you are, you have to say, well, I will see or I will do, but first I have to finish this task. This is helping you guys. This is helping you. Helder also, yeah, Helder, that also has something to do with your nationality. I know Spanish people, but you don't have to. So Maya, yeah, so Maya, you seems like, yeah, you told me also once no, but that doesn't matter. That's good. That's good. Then we started to know each other. Do you see how positively it impacted on our relationship now? And yeah, you have to say no. You really have to say no. And when you start something, you have to say no to your even celebrations. Believe me, that works. Once you tell yes to everything, count how many yes you say. These are no to your own goal. You miss something which you have to do. These are every day changing 1% your habit, every day reading 1 hour, every day doing 1% investment in you. And that is no to your all the tasks. Tell yes once you're ready with yours, even in your work, even into your manager. Because once you teach them telling yes, then it is very difficult to turn it no. Don't be that kind-hearted. They want, those people who ask you to do things, they want to push their task to be done. And you do it on account of your task not to be done. And at the end, they are there, you're here. And life is like that. Believe me or not, people always look at you. I'm here, you're here. Just be here. And yeah, dare to say no. You can write it down. Learn it step by step. First, tell yourself no. No, I'm not scrolling social media. No, I'm not celebrating. No, I'm not going to party, because those are who are spending their time on parties. They are in a 90% club, 99% club. And those who are just digging into the books, they are in the 1% club. 97% of the world is employees, and the 3% are those for whom those 97% work. Those are that 1% that they told no to everything first, and now they do what they want. Elon Musk was sleeping in his office, and he couldn't have a girlfriend because there was one bed there. In the morning, the web page was going. At night, he was programming, and the brother was sleeping. Then he was doing. But look where is he now? Yeah, because he told no to everything and everyone, even the girlfriends. Okay, let's go to the other slide. Schedule your day ahead over time and say no to-do list. This is a little bit longer lecture. That's why I will tell only shortly from a PowerPoint presentation. It is approved 100%. It is approved that 40% of to-do list never is done, never completed. Just try yourself. You're writing to-do list and putting it everywhere like a robot. You have to follow. And believe me, 40% is never done. If you succeed one time, next time it's not done. What you have to do, you have to schedule your meetings, your phone calls, write it down, and you don't have to write from this time to this time lunch, from this time to this time, this. Who are doing this to-do list? Employees, the people who work for the others, and those others who are the bosses, who are just owner of those companies, they don't have to-do list. They have only arrangements. You can be employee, you can work for them, but you can be very successful for yourself because you will have more time for yourself when you do when you do your arrangements, and all the time that you're wasting on your to-do list, which are filled with unnecessary activities, which takes your time, will be not accomplished. And at the end, the day you say, oh my God, I didn't accomplish it, I didn't do this. Instead of that, only plan and schedule your meetings, schedule your calls, and plan, schedule, arrange, and follow what you have done. Follow. I did this call, I did that call. That's completely other than to-do list. Once you do it, you can always send it to my email, and I will make it professional on your specific case. Believe me, I will help you. And all you have to do, send me an email. Okay. Very fast, we have to go because I'm taking so much time from you. We better go to the other task. This we had already, for example, planning a phone call. I put it here as well. Your phone call will start and last in your planned time, and you very easily go into the other task. And you don't have to have a to-do list, but you know your other task. If it's phone calls, it's arranged, you did it. If not, just go further, feel more free, because to-do list is just keeping you in handkerchiefs, it keeps you in a chain, and you are you're only depending on that list, and you're not free, and you're not flexible. Once you're not flexible, you can't make much more success, because so many unexpected things are coming, and you have to see which one you say no, which one you can do after your task is arranged, after your task is done. You don't have to follow your to-do list, but you have to follow your arrangements. So you have phone call from 2 till 3, then there is something important. You might say yes, because you might learn something from there, but you have to read at 3 o'clock, because 3 o'clock your phone call is finished, and you have to be sure it's finished because you have prepared for your call. You're not going to search information to call back to give them, because you prepared your phone calls. You prepared even the names of your phone calls that you're going to use during your telephone talk. And then you're more productive. When you're productive, when you're having good result, that gives you more energy, and you're going to your another task, and you do it more effectively. And you can complete more tasks than it is in a to-do list if you don't have to-do list. Can you go to the other one? If you don't agree with any point of mine, please write down in the chat. I like when there are disagreements and we're talking it through. Plan your meals ahead of time. This is mostly for people who love homemade food, who live alone or who are working moms. So mine maybe also is for you. This is crucial, believe me. Once a week, a lot of women, and me including, spending 2-3 hours in a kitchen. Why? Because I don't have to do list, but I have planned what I'm buying. Because why I know what I'm buying? Because I know what I'm going to cook for a whole week. Then I know what I'm buying. Then I'm doing one day shopping. It saves me time, parking, petrol, energy, effort. It saves a lot. And then 3 hours I'm using making half-made food and put in a freezer. And I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. My mother-in-law even had Friday fish. Always they knew it. I'm not doing that because I like different kitchens. So you have to do that, and the rest, you know what you're eating with that half-made or food which can be in the freezer, and you already know what kind of vegetable you're putting next to it. And if you're eating outside or you're ordering food, you make a plan what kind of delivery you're calling and what kind of food you're eating. Believe me, it saves you 10 hours per week. I tried it. My maximum in a maximum fast way once I didn't plan, and I counted how many hours I spent on thinking what I have to cook today. Oh, I don't have this ingredient. I have to get shop to buy this one and this. Then it minimum is 10 hours. I don't talk about maximum, which can be 20. Can you imagine how many hours it's a month? 40 hours. 40 hours a month. Can you imagine how many books can you read? How many projects can you do? How much you can develop yourself if you invest that 40 hours in you? That saves you time, that saves you energy, that doesn't make you tired, that helps a lot. Once a week, you know that 3 hours you spend in the kitchen and you make the food. That's really helping, and you're healthy at the same time because you don't eat fast food or street food because you don't have anything ready and you don't manage. And health is the most important thing. Just love yourself. Never skip your shower. Never skip your healthy food. Never skip your vitamins. And yeah, never skip your right sleeping, which I'm going to give you in another task. So I would like to see your reaction on this planning a food action. So I do massive shopping every 3 weeks, and for fresh vegetable and bread milk, my partner do the shopping every 3 days. That's amazing. And just try to do once. I have photo. I will present my photo in next September lecture, how I have it, my things done in a freezer. That's so easy. You have no idea that tomorrow I know what I'm eating and it is ready. It saves you time and energy. It is killing your brain when you're thinking what you have to cook today. And next one, my most favorite one. I hope Teresa is not here because she always had a fight with me for that. Can you go to the next one then? Ben, wake up early. Well, it doesn't have to be only 4 o'clock. I have 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. rules, the huge lesson, and I'm posting it also in my group in a Facebook. I will send you the link. Who are not there, please join there. Why it is important, 4 a.m. You know, the CEO of the Apple wakes up 3:45 every single day. And yeah, the latest, Michelle Obama wakes up 4:30 or 5 o'clock. Anna Wintour, you know, Anna Wintour, the main editor of the Vogue, wakes up 5:45, and yeah, I'm waking up 4:35, 4:30 or 5 o'clock. But why? It's not that you wake up early, you have more hours. No. Biologically, it's a proof that our negative vibes, which everyone has, are awake from 11 o'clock evening till 4 o'clock in the morning. So when you're awake, have you ever noticed that in the evening you want to eat chips, you want to drink, you want to eat bad food, you want to eat, and you are thinking bad things, you think some problems are coming to your head. All our negative vibes are waking up. Once you sleep before 11, your negative habits are slept with you. And positive habits and positive vibes are awake 4 a.m. till evening 11 a.m. Once you wake up 4 or after 4, before 6, your all positive vibes are with you. The later you wake up after 4, the less they are fresh in you. 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, then count. They are waking up from 4 o'clock. That's the first important thing. Second important thing, our attention is divided into 3 parts. The highest level, middle, and the lowest. The highest level of attention in our brain, we want it or not, it's in the morning time. So do your most important tasks in the morning. It's in the morning time. And the middle of day is the less attention. And in the evening is the least. So in the evening we might be more active. I'm more active in the evenings, but that doesn't matter. Once you try to do the most important task in the morning, you will see the result. Because while the people are sleeping, you are you're feeling like you're the owner of the clock. It's quiet. You wake up morning, you're your own. And our body and brain wakes up an hour after we get up. After you get up, your brain still needs 1 hour to wake up. When people wake up 7 o'clock, 7:30 with alarm, running to manage things, to eat, to do this, around 8:30 they have to leave the house to be 9 o'clock at work, their brain is already tired. And they are tired working till 6 o'clock. When you work tired, with tired brain, then you become more tired and inefficient at work. But when you wake up 5 till 6 o'clock, you can do some positive things, read nice books, watch motivational videos, or do workouts, so you shower, cold shower, by the way, and drink a 2 glass of home degrees water after you get up. Wake up very slowly, put a nice alarm, not very hard one, but get up after your alarm is dead. Get up slowly, make your bed, accomplish some task, have shower, have water, and then your coffee, whatever you love to do. Please believe me, you have to try it 26 days, then it comes yours. But 1 week you try, you will see the result, how much work you can accomplish from 6 till 8 o'clock. You can accomplish 4 steps ahead than your colleagues at work. Once you're at work, your brain is not tired because your brain is already awake, because you were awake early. And you accomplished all the tasks. You are effective, you're not tired, you accomplished more tasks. Then you will see how effective you are at work. Just try it. Try and you can see the result. That's approved by hundreds biologists, by successful people, by so many people, and by myself, I can tell you. And that's why I was working on my husband. He started his own business, living a job. He was employee always. And he changed it, became a 5 o'clock waker. And within last month, he accomplished more than within the last 2 years because he was waking 7 before. Next one, we are going to the last one. Ben, can you go? Yeah, additionally, these are each of them, it's very huge task, but you have we have to go through to this. You have to analyze how you are. It keeps your motivation alive. When I told you a game plan, the system that you make, then you are reviewing your game plan. You're reviewing your tasks, how you did it, your system. Then you see how you are. Then you see from where you came where. Oh my God, I accomplished this part. Then your motivation comes back. Otherwise, motivation cannot stay more than a month. It will go away, then you are stuck in the middle of nowhere. But once you have planned, once you did things, once you did 1% every day, just go through your system, review it. Always review yourself, where I was, where I'm now, what I learned, what I did. That keeps you motivated. And you have to always ask question up in front. That is the same. If I do this task, does it have relation with my things? When you have to join this, maybe there are less people here because they thought they don't need this task. That's why they are not here. They don't need time management. That's why they are not here. Because once you do something, you have to ask yourself, do I really need this or not? If you don't, just don't do that. Don't spend time. Don't waste time. Can we go to the other one, Ben? These are a little bit more, but I just did it very fast. This is which will be one whole lecture, Master Self-Discipline, which includes procrastination, Helder. Hopefully in September you will be available to attend to that lecture. With Teresa, we will arrange a date. What is self-discipline? We have discipline when you go work, when you do the task which is told to you. But the self-discipline, when you are doing yourself, and the most successful people do it constantly, constant self-discipline. This is, I put here not as for today's lecture, but this is for the September. This is very important, one of my most favorite after waking up early, and one of the crucial. This is really crucial. Self-discipline. Until you have it, nothing will come true. And the other one, Ben? Focus. These are 2 lectures, which I was thinking about September, but now we will do 3 if Teresa, Ben, and Guli agrees. It would be my pleasure to provide you what is focus, how you have to do this. Focus is the key of accomplishing any task. Focus is the key of reach your goal. Is the key of to be successful, and is the key for the more effective timing. But focus, self-discipline, and system to the goal all are so much interrelated that you cannot make the one and miss the one. If you don't stop procrastination, you cannot have focus. If you don't block out your distractions, you don't have focus. If you don't have the focus, you don't have timing. If you don't have right timing, you are not effective. These are all interrelated, but in one lecture, it is impossible to talk all about this. And the self-discipline, focus, and procrastination is a huge lesson. I will do it for September for you with 2 PowerPoints, and I promise to attach a Word document where you can see the tasks you can accomplish yourself, and once in a while we can meet and talk through what have you done and if you have a result and what not. When my alarm goes off, I turn off on a coffee maker, which is within an arm stretch from my bed. The smell of the coffee gets me out of the bed like a charm. Yes, you have to find something which makes you wake up. What makes you wake up except that you have children? Well, but earlier, wake up very early. You will manage 2 hours to do more tasks than during whole day, because the world is sleeping. You are your own. You are the owner of the world. You are the owner of the universe. Even children are sleeping, and there's no even noise outside. You do it 1 week and then compare what you have done during the week, what you have done in the morning. And those who work in offices, of course, they cannot work from 6 till 8, but when you accomplish some tasks, when you develop yourself from 6 till 8, and your brain is awake already, you're not tired at work, you don't rush there, you're not tired, and you're more effective at your work. Please believe me, this is approved by psychologists, not by me. And can we go further? These are just introduction for our coming lectures. And don't forget to take a break and rest. Sleep early in a fresh room, freshen up your bedroom. Read before you sleep from a paper. Read 1 page at least. Don't use telephone. Don't use any digital device. Just really take away your television from your bedroom. And drink water when you get up. That makes your brain work better. That because hydration is happening with our brain. This is completely closely related with our time management. Once you stop your hydration of your brain, you work more effectively. And love your respect and appreciate your time the most. And can we go further, Ben? I think that's these are the challenges that I would like you to do. Write down all your bad habits and be honest with you. Next to it, write down how you would change those habits. Keep 30 days challenge, then make it habit and keep it 90 days. But till the point 4, if you do it and add there, read every day 1 hour and change 1% your bad habit every day, change into better one. And this red advertisement, I will go and look further. So you sent a link. Yeah. And yeah, there are a lot of YouTube also videos you can look, watch them. But please, once you want to do tasks, you want to do like work, you have to challenge yourself. You have to work it. You have to do tasks. Yeah, this is one of the tasks I told you. All my students do this. My students really use this. It doesn't make you a robot. It helps you. when you open it, you will see what kind of things are there. And thanks to Maya. Can we go further back? So I just try to tell in every languages. Thank you, all of you. And yeah, I can't read them because I just did it Google Translation. Only I know some of them. And the last one, which I put, what I put there. Can you go further back? Oh yeah, it's just only my email, which I wrote also here. And in the Facebook, I have the link, which you can join if you're not there, but I'm putting there not that much, only just this kind of posts. And you will always have, I will put it here as well in the chat, and you will always have it, you can always write anything you're interested in to me. I will be glad to answer. Soon you will see also my, also my, thank you, your, this is Iranian, I believe. I will, yeah, I will just do it in a Google Translation and in my PowerPoint. Thank you very much. I wish I could read it. And yeah, if you need also my telephone number that you can even chat with me, you can, I will write you in a message when you write a message or in an email, you will get it, no problem. This is from Ben. What language is it, Ben?
Persian, I think.
Persian?
Woodchucker.
Okay, how to read it? Obrigado. This is Portuguese, yeah. I just put Spanish and Italian, sorry. I will add all the languages there. I didn't add my own language. It is, we have two versions. It's Armenian. We have one is like French, merci, and one is Nura Galuchun, and in Russian, spasibo. And but I believe, except me, there is no Armenians here, and that we don't have Russians here. That I didn't add it there. And so, Maya, you live in the Netherlands. I hope you understood. Dank u wel. And Teresa, I hope I wrote the German version right. Can you come in your microphone if you have further questions? Then then I will not take your precious time so much, because you have to sleep also to wake up early. Don't forget.
Hi. Well, sometimes while I'm doing certain tasks, there's kind of a dead time. For instance, if I transfer a big file, I have to wait until the file is transferred to complete the task. Then I start multitasking. And then I need to check the progress of the file transfer, just to give you an example. What do you recommend in such situations? To just to wait and see, we can start doing something else and then check it later, or?
Yeah, well, that is called the bench of tasks. You can bench the tasks when they are interrelated, and while one task can wait, you can do another one, but not switch on every time. This is one advice, to bench the tasks, which are possible. Sometimes you can't avoid multitasking, but put a deadline of each task you have to do. Put a deadline. You have tasks to do, you have to put, okay, I have till 11 o'clock. So 18 minutes, you have to complete this task. Putting a deadline and benching a task, that's the only option that can help in multitasking. Sometimes we can't avoid it, but then you have to understand that every time when you're not effective, it means that you miss that 2 minutes that you have to focus to these tasks while you're switch on. But putting deadline is the best option. Thank you, Somaya, as well. I'm going to say to the rest of the session, it's my bedtime. Thank you again. Yes, Somaya, it's even late. Mostly I advise people to sleep from 10:30 till 11 to wake up 4:35. Just put your alarm right now for 5 o'clock, and tomorrow force yourself to wake up. Okay, 5:30 if you're not an early waker, 5:30. And yeah, once you do it, and during the day when you're feeling also sleepy, you can just put a 5-minute nap. More than 90 minutes, never do that, because 90 minutes is the only thing that circulates your whole brain. It's circulation. 5 minutes isn't. There are people who are sleeping in office table 2 minutes. That's recharging your whole brain. it is circulation. Don't kill it. If you have just even 1 minute nap, you can do that. Okay. And so Maya, thank you for attending. Also, Ben mentioned, thank you very much, Mata. Thank you, Helder. Thank you, Ben. Hopefully in September we can have more interactive, but when I provide the not lecture, but training, then it is interaction. So I'm asking question, then everyone has to write, then we are reacting to that. And each of you have to write a specific case. But for now on, if you are ready to go in September, just put those 30 days challenge I ask you. And until September, it is more than 30 days, then we will see the results. You will tell me the result. But any more questions in your specific cases?
No, not at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have my emails? Write down your specific task, what you're busy with, and we can make even a plan. This is all what I was telling. This is just the verbal part, but it has to be translated into practice. And it takes time and it takes week. That's why even when I have first student in a group, I'm doing it after for every month, one time, one by one, because we have to work out the plan.
But by the way, sometimes I have the feeling that the time that I invest planning is too much time, and probably is faster just to react through the day. I have in mind some certain task and to go accomplish it, because sometimes I have the impression that I spend too much time planning. I have to schedule, might take me 5 minutes, but then obviously I need to remember it. But well, probably
that's why I called it to-do list, that you don't have to do. That's why the tasks are coming, which is not scheduled in the to-do list. To-do list is killing your efficiency. Only arrange your meetings and phone calls and important tasks that you have, but don't write every minute what you have to do. That is killing you. Don't do that. Believe me, it will never work. It will make you robot, and they you will stay in the same level. If your employee will not go further. Yes, sometimes the tasks are coming that you have to react fast. Of course, you don't have to have it planned, but you can have also a phone call, which is not planned, but it's related to a week. You have to do. But can you imagine the same phone call which you planned in advance and have everything ready? It can take you 2 minutes. So you have to, that you are calling today the project manager of this company, ABC company, and you need to provide them report of this. So you put some reports names, and you put the time, the 2 till 3 o'clock, I have this call. Then you're not disturbed with other calls because you don't answer other calls, But when you are taking unexpected call, and then your scheduled call is coming, or another call coming, oh, sorry, I have a call, I have to answer it, or you are sitting in a meeting, oh, I have a call, I have to answer it, that is killing your productivity. You only have to, that's what I mean. Once you put your important and secondary task, you don't have to do it every day. Once you do it in your life for your goal, which is important with secondary, once you do it, it can serve you until the certain level where you are already ready to make another step for your other task. You have to give me exact information, exact week, example that we worked on this on a specific case. And you only arrange every day, if you have everyday tasks. There are days I write nothing. They are there, but in the evening when I'm sleeping, for example, I'm preparing what I have to do tomorrow, even Word document what I need, I put them on in my computer, the rest I'm closing. And then I'm closing my computer, and I have on my planner, I have to call this, and from this time to this time to the doctor, this and that, and that's it. Because, for example, today I had 3 meetings, and this is my 4th one. I only wrote them in order not to forget, and I knew that I'm finishing from 2:30 till 3, and 3:15 I had another meeting, and I managed because I wrote it and I knew I have to finish and I have to be there at 3:15. Otherwise, I would never manage, and I would lose 230 euro, which I didn't today because I managed 3:15 to be the other one because I planned in advance that it has to be 2 till 2:30. It took me 2 minutes to plan that with the teacher of my daughter at the school, And in advance, I planned the other meeting 3:15 because they wanted to meet me 3 o'clock to make some a deal from which I earned money, and I made my deal happen. And I managed 3:15, definitely. I didn't write to-do list. It was my planner that I had those. When husband helps in the kitchen, you heard the noise. So I have in a planner only those 3 meetings mentioned and the times, and I did it in a chat. That's it. But between I had.
Sometimes I feel certain kind of level of frustration because I plan, for instance, a phone call. I have everything handy, and then I call. The call doesn't go through, or the person is not available. Then I start doing something else, and the person then suddenly call back, and then I'm totally distracted, and I'm not able to get all the information ready to discuss whatever we need to talk. That may happen with so much frequency that I need to call back people 2-3 times a day until reach them. Then that also destroy my planification of the day and my time management.
That's what I mean. You don't have to do to-do list. That's the reason you don't have to have to-do list, to be flexible. If you had only to-do list, because this, then 5 minutes eating, 10 minutes this, 15 minutes this, you will completely. This is the meaning of not to do to-do list, to be flexible. Yeah, you arrange your best, but it can, especially if you live in Holland, but you have to call the taxation, just count 40 minutes more here or there, because you might wait 40 minutes more or in the line, or they don't go through, then you have to call second time. But as I don't have to-do list, after that, I don't have 5 minutes lunch, 5 minutes this, 5 minutes that. That's just a robot to-do list. I'm flexible. So you have to do your best. If the problem can be solved, don't make stress from that. If that can't be solved, don't make stress from that either, because if you can't solve, the stress doesn't help either. Just you shift only. Shifting needs flexibility, and flexibility cannot be in a to-do list. That's why you don't have to have a to-do list. Only maximize in maximum way, plan your meetings. But if it's phone call that with someone you have to have for a business or something, then I don't think it will not go through frequently. But if it's for your searching client, you're calling everywhere, just you have to count sometimes the whole day. Once I need a whole day to call 3 companies and I got only 2 of them. Yeah, that can happen. That's why I don't have to-do list. That doesn't give you flexibility. Planning, arranging is completely different than to-do list. Planning, you write your major things. And if you really know your phone call, you have to have this phone call, just prepare. Even you call the doctor, prepare your medicine names, what you're having, because they are going to ask you and then you have it ready. But write me down an email what you exactly do and what's happening, and I will definitely help you.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And I really, I'm not tired because, but I see I just took all your time, and I would like to thank you, all of you, and stop the recording. I don't think people can watch also the recording so long, but it was nice conversation. And I hope in September we will be more interactive and we will have more people. We will choose better day. And even if there are 3 of us or 5 of us, we will do what we have done. And I hope you do your challenges. Sorry to keep you so long because I changed something. I changed a lot of things. I added a lot of wordings because we have less participants, so less discussion here. I planned actually till 10:30. Sorry. Okay. Thank you very much, and thank you Therese also. Thank you Helder. Thank you Mate. Thank you Somaya. And see you in September. Yeah.
Yes, don't forget the next events. Monday, 19th of July, Vladan Lazovic will talk about basic income. And Thursday, 29th of July, Franziska Seitz will talk about the global phenomenon of esports.
Interesting events coming.
Thank you, Lianna, for your time, for arranging this. Thank you, Helder, for participating.
Thank you very much, and I wish you good night. Don't forget to put your alarm and start from tomorrow. Your challenge. Okay, bye.
Bye. Thank you.